the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you want to finish the break really strong, because I think how you finish the break is kind of how you come back. So yeah, finish out strong against Sacramento. You can do it.
Is it mentally a harder game, Fish, or no? Because you're getting on a plane tonight and you're already thinking about the break, or is it something where it's like, okay, let's handle our business? You probably get on both sides, I'm sure.
Yeah, it depends on the team.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I was on the side most of the time. We were able to figure it out.
Let's handle the business.
Yeah. But it depends on the team. And I think coming off of tonight's loss, I do think this team will want to go into the break with a victory. I know LeBron will, but there's a tough decision for the team to make, though, regarding LeBron. I know he spoke about not resting if he's not injured, but how important is tomorrow night's game?
Game high, 38 points for LeBron in the loss. He's speaking with Mike in the media.
Hey, LeBron, I know there's a game to go tomorrow night, but Markieff was just talking about the mental, physical fatigue of him and some of his teammates. Just wondering, you from a leadership perspective, how you've noticed that play out, whatever the case may be in the last couple of weeks, whatever it is, and how you've been trying to kind of get through this patch as a team to get to the break.
Just trying to stay in the moment. I mean, for me, it's just staying in the moment, keeping my guys motivated, keeping them, upbeat, and you can definitely tell that some of our guys are just feeling the midst of the long season that we had last year with the bubble, and then coming right back on to the season this year. So a lot of guys are looking forward to the break, so it'll be beneficial to our guys.
And I guess for tonight's matchup, but then just in general, how do you feel about with no AD, with no Mark, going small, trying to stay big? How difficult is that within the course of a matchup tonight and tomorrow night as well?
Well, it's no AD, no Mark, and no Kuz. So this is 3 of our top 6 rotational players. Major pieces. So difficult challenge for us. But we had some good contributions tonight. I thought Duz gave us some great minutes. I thought Taylor gave us some good minutes, and also D. Jones gave us some good minutes too in the little amount of minutes that he played. So we just try to pick up for guys when guys are out.
Okay, David Menman, please.
I have 2 quick ones for you. The first, on the game, when Booker was ejected, do you feel like that had any effect on you guys as a group, either way, for the rest of the game?
No.
Okay, and secondly, you were wearing some bright green FAMU sneakers. Any story behind that?
Well, first of all, Nike has always, been a great supporter of FAMU, and obviously, my ties with Nike, and obviously, my ties with wanting to support. The HBCUs and FAMU being one of them. That's a great institution, and I was happy I was able to rock those tonight, and hopefully something in the near future can come about it. So it's a great school, like I said, a great institution, and I was happy to be able to showcase those kicks for the night, and continue my support for these black colleges. Acting up lately?
Yeah, they've been trying to call different kind of things to try and figure it out, but they can't. So hopefully they can figure something out over the break.
All right. Little technical issues there with LeBron James. He had 38 points tonight, though. Big game. LeBron doing all he could again offensively, 16 of 24.
He's going to lead regardless. He knows. He said that, they're without 3 of their players. He gets it. But his job still remains. And, they could have had a chance to win if they had, things had bounced differently. But, hey, he understands where the Lakers are. And I don't worry about LeBron. He'll be ready.
And I think his comments there, that gives me some indication of, like, tomorrow he's still thinking about, leading his group, leading his team, even though they're all looking forward to this break, even though he's not going to get much of one since they have an All-Star game this weekend. He's still thinking about tomorrow and I think trying to finish off this first part of the season with a victory so that they can go into the break, regenerate, refresh a little bit, and then come back and put together a nice, strong finish to the regular season.
I remember the night before the All-Star break last year, I was with the team. They were in Denver, actually, and it was a great game against Jokic and Murray, and the Lakers won by 4, I believe, or 2. It came down to, final couple possessions, but he just had a look in his eye that night, too. Lose by 10 to Phoenix. They didn't have a lead since midway through the second quarter. Frank Vogel's now speaking with Mike in the media.
Hey, Frank, it looked like you had just about half of the minutes Small and half of the minutes with either Trez or Jones in the center spot. Just wonder what you were looking for trying to go against Phoenix's matchups and how you thought that played out.
Yeah, we wanted to give Trez a start, and we also wanted to get Jones some minutes. But obviously they play a high volume of minutes with the small second unit with Saric at the 5, which we typically would go small in those situations. So, minimized our opportunities to play Trez big minutes or to get Jones in there big minutes. Just trying to match up with them. Their second unit with Chris Paul coming back in the middle of each half and playing Saric at the 5 has been one that's been very, very effective for them. Big reason why they're now 15 and 3 in their last 18. And we were trying to do what we could to match up with that lineup. So that's how the minutes ended up where they were.
And Frank, how do you see Trez in ideal lineups with when another team has a big like Aiden, or if they go small, as you mentioned with Saric? But what do you think is the best way to utilize him on both sides of the floor?
Yeah, well, he's a terrific player on both sides of the ball. He matches up well with bigs, and obviously when the teams play smaller lineups, you have to choose that battle. Are you gonna try to punish them on the offensive end with his rolls and post ups, or are you going to try to and try to minimize the three ball, which is a big concern against this opponent, or are you going to go small? Those are the tough decisions you have to make throughout the course of a season, and this one didn't work out for us tonight.
And Frank, there have been games where teams have gone very big and you have not played Trez down the stretch because of it. Tonight, with Saric, they're playing a little smaller version, and Trez's minutes weren't there because of that. Where does he fit defensively? Without being glib, I guess, if it's not.
He can play against. He can play against big lineups and small lineups. I have confidence in Trez in both of those situations, but there's situations where sometimes a small lineup might be better, than him out there. So. That's what we thought was going to win the game for us tonight. That's what we went with. It didn't work out. But like I said, those are the tough decisions you make throughout the course of the season.
Hey, Frank, what was the point when you learned that Kyle was not going to be able to go, and how did that affect just juggling rotations and the groups that you tried to put together? Was that a little bit of what's kind of wing it?
Yeah, well, that on top of Mark, that's the challenges of a normal NBA season, but in particular in a pandemic season, you lose Mark the morning you shoot around. We thought Kuz was going to be able to go. He was listed as probable, but his ankle or heel was jammed up when he tried it pregame and wasn't able to go. So we're hopeful that he plays tomorrow night. We found out after I did pregame media. And, you just have to adjust on the fly. It's that type of season.
Hey. Frank, what effect, if any, do you feel like the Devin Booker ejection had on your guys' group tonight?
I don't know if there was a big effect other than we felt like we had an opportunity to win a game that we were down in, and, it didn't play out that way. But like I said, the lineup that's really been the most effective lineup for them of late, with or without Devin Booker, has been, with Chris Paul out there and and no bigs. Saric out there at the 5. So we knew it was still going to be an uphill battle, still going to be a challenge. Just fell short.
Hey Frank, what were you upset about on the play that you and LeBron both got back?
He got fouled. And then he got a quick tee. So I wasn't happy with either.
Fish's focus. Suns, what are you focusing on tonight, Fish? Suns threes.
I feel like Frank Vogel. Wasn't happy with either.
Whatever it's going to be, you're not going to be happy with the breakdown, Fish.
Yeah, no. The Suns, no, man, it's a good basketball team. I think a lot of it is Chris Paul's influence.
Yep.
Monty Williams and the coaching staff. Like, watch how quickly they make decisions with the basketball when the defense shows up. Chris Paul comes off this screen roll. As soon as he sees Markieff come, he picks up the basketball. I got two guys on me.